What's up, guys? It's Clown Fighter here, guys. Today I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be exposing and ripping into these Bivol crybabies, guys. Now, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna give you my take from the top. We all saw the fight yesterday with Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev, and don't get me wrong, it was a great fight. Both fighters, very close fight, could have went either way. Some people said it was a draw, some people had it for Arthur, some people have it for Beterbiev. And again, my opinion, I've already done my video on it. I personally thought Beterbiev won that fight by one round, and it was a close fight. A lot of people picked Bivol, a lot of people picked Beterbiev. Now, what I've seen, guys, in my opinion, it's ridiculous. The amount of people that are coming out crying, guys, literally with tears. Where you don't watch boxing, Bivol won that, and screaming robbery. That was not a robbery, guys, in my opinion. A robbery is a landslide decision. Now, there are some aspects of the fight in terms of the scorecard judges I might not even agree with, but I would still edge Beterbiev to win that fight, in my opinion, by one round. Maybe it could have been a draw, but I'd give it to Beterbiev. But people screaming robbery, it's ridiculous, guys. Everyone has their biases, but it was anything far from a robbery, in my opinion. So today I'm going to be exposing Eddie Hearn, a bit of Turki Alalshikh, and all I've seen, guys, since this fight's finished, every Eddie Hearn interview I see, this man crying, we were robbed, this man should have won, this, that, the judges need to be held accountable. Now, don't get me wrong, as I said, with one of the scorecards, probably a little bit too wide, but I'd still edge Artur Beterbiev, in my opinion, to win that fight, guys. Maybe 115, 113. That's my view. But I think too many people, guys, in my opinion, have now... People expect Bivol to win because he's beating Canelo, he's beating this, and people have their biases. They like a certain fighter, they like certain things in boxing, and they expect that to be... Just their slight bias makes... When it doesn't go with their decision, especially in a close fight, they scream robberies. That ain't robbery, guys, in my opinion. I'm a neutral guy, guys. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of Bivol. I'm not a fan of Beterbiev. I am not. When I watched that fight, I watched it neutrally. I can't say I don't like both guys. I'm just not a fan of those two guys. I'm not really interested in those weight divisions. The only reason I watched that fight is it's supposed to be the best boxing fight in terms of technicalities at the highest level. So I was interested in watching it from that perspective. From my neutral point of view, I said Beterbiev won. He put pressure on him. Don't get me wrong. Bivol had his opportunity. He had his moments in that fight. He was on the back foot. Yes, people could say, oh, he was on the back foot, was landing, back foot, landing. Now, people are saying, Arthur Beterbiev only landed on his gloves every time he's punching. Don't be ridiculous. Yes, some of them definitely obviously were blocked, but a lot of them were hitting Bivol. I did see Bivol say something like, okay, his punches were so hard that my own glove was hitting my own face and that's why I was getting bruised. Now, listen to me, man. I've got no disrespect to Bivol. I think he's a classy fighter. After the fight, he even said, I lost, blah, blah, no excuses. It's this team and people around him that are kind of taking it too far, in my opinion now. Like, it could have went either way. It could have been a draw. If Bivol won that fight, do you think Beterbiev would be screaming robbery? No one. I don't think they would, guys. I think these Bivol people are too privileged. They seen him beat Canelo. They thought he was the best fighter in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a close fight. I don't think it was a robbery. I think it was a right decision. And that's my view. But people like Eddie Hearn, even Mr. Turki Alalshikh, I'm going to expose these fuckers because it's pissing me off, guys. And these people in the comments, guys, there's people crying like crybabies. You don't know boxing. Shut the fuck up, man. I love it when there's an upset. And I wouldn't class it as an upset. If I thought this was a robbery, guys, I would just say it. This weren't no robbery. I thought Beterbiev won by one round, personally. So, a lot of people had it. Gareth Davies, so many people scored it for Beterbiev. If you go watch the fight without the commentary, you'll see the same. Now, I want to expose this Eddie Hearn mother effer and I'm going to expose Turki Alalshikh as well. I'm going to show the favoritism, guys. When things don't go the promoter's way, when things don't go the majority's way, they throw tantrums. We're going to put a filing, we're going to do a protest. I got nothing against Dmitry Bivol as a character. The guy's a good character. But the people around him and the crybabies need a fucking slap. Accept the fucking loss. Do I want to see a rematch? Why not? Let's make it again. It was a good fight. But stop crying. Let me expose this Eddie fucking Hearn, crybaby, man. I used to like Eddie, but the guy's pissing me off now. Just every video I see, we were robbed. Shut the fuck up, man. Let's expose this cunt.
You pass.
I'm sure that's the case.
He's nearly gone over.
Although His Excellency spoke to me.
Did he? What did he say?
Well, he wants an immediate rematch. He
Not
didn't
surprised.
agree.
No one agreed. I couldn't find anyone ringside that had Artur Beterbiev winning that fight.
So straight away he goes, the Excellency wants a rematch. I'll show you the clip of that as well. I saw Mr. Turki Alalshikh with his favoritism saying, he wants to see a rematch. He goes, no one ringside thought Artur Beterbiev won that fight. Maybe because you're all biased to Bivol then. Maybe that's why. Just because you guys didn't see. Yes, I saw Frank Warren say he thought Bivol probably took it. You lot have got your opinions. I ain't got nothing against anyone that thought Bivol won. Fair. I could see you can make a case for it. But I thought Beterbiev won. Imagine now if the case got given to Bivol. I wouldn't be crying as a Beterbiev fan and saying, robbery. I would have just said, tight fight. I still thought Beterbiev won, but fair play. I wouldn't be crying about it. I would say, accept it, have a rematch. But the crybabiness, guys, it's starting to piss me off. He goes, no one thought on the first row thought Beterbiev won. Almost like it's broad daylight robbery. Now, again, I will say that scorecard I don't agree with, but I still would edge it to him. In my opinion. 115, 113 in my opinion. But yeah, let's carry on.
I mean, how can you give Dmitry Bivol 4 rounds in that fight? It was an absolute masterclass. And by the way, no disrespect.
Okay, I don't say it was 4 rounds to Bivol. I would say, in my opinion, I've given 7 rounds to Beterbiev. I'll give 5 to Bivol. It's not much off, guys. Look, think about it like this. If a judge sways 6 rounds to 4, how far off is that 7 to 5? How far off is it? It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Fucking crying over dumb shit, man. Like, don't get me wrong. We know the sport of boxing. Look, if you watch Canelo's fights when he fought GGG and they robbed the GGG in broad daylight, because he's a fucking golden boy fighter, they loved him off. Now, because Bivol never got your decision because you thought, he's got to get the decision, someone decided to say, nope, I'm going to give... But this is boxing for you. This happens in boxings where slight errors can happen in scorecards and shit. I'm not for that. I'm against that. I do agree there needs to be a bit of a clean-up. But to scream robbery, shut the fuck up, man. Accept it. You lost your golden goose, mate. You lost fucking AJ to Dubois. Now you lost fucking Bivol. Shut the fuck up and stop crying because you're pissing me off. And all those crybabies crying in the comments. You guys all gonna get exposed, man. You don't know me. My channel's made for exposing people. I weren't interested in this fight, guys. I'm not a big Beterbiev or Bivol fan. I'm being honest. I liked it for the pure boxing. So I'm not the biggest fan. I don't probably have as much knowledge as some other people. But when I say knowledge, I know what boxing is. In terms of that, I mean in terms of these guys, in terms of what they've done. I know they're great fighters. But the reason when the crybabies came out the closets, Clown Fighter goes into overdrive. I love exposing and ripping people that cry when they're like, But if Bivol won and this was the other way around, what would they be saying? Would the Beterbiev people be crying? I wouldn't cry. I would just say, tight fight, leave it as it is. Fair play to you, Bivol. Can we do a rematch? That's what Bivol said. Can we do a rematch? Let's have a rematch. Don't fucking cry and say, we're going to do a protest and get this overturned. I've seen videos come out now saying Eddie Hearn's been putting these words into Bivol's ears. It's a mockery. You should have won. You should have won. But even still, I still saw class from Dmitry Bivol. He keeps saying, nope, I accept it. I didn't do enough. I wasn't better on the day. Like a proper man, guys. So I respect Dmitry Bivol for that. These promoters and these people that invest a lot of money, of course you want your fucking guy to win. That guy was supposed to give you the Canelo fight. Eddie Hearn's exposing himself here, guys. Now, I liked Eddie Hearn, but you know Eddie Hearn's a businessman. Why does he want Bivol to win? Apart from he's his fighter. Canelo fight, money, ching, ching, ching. All his plans went out the window. Look, he just lost Anthony Joshua. And I'll expose Turki Alalshikh in a second. Let me carry on, man. I don't want to listen to this fucker. I got so much exposing to do, guys.
Respect to Artur Beterbiev because he's a tremendous fighter. He did not win that fight.
Shut the fuck up, man. Respect to Artur Beterbiev, but he did not win to fight. How the fuck can you say respect someone and you didn't win that fight? Just disgraceful, man.
Heard in the 10th round, the corner tell him, you have to knock him out to win the fight. We got in the ring after the fight, top rank. Everybody in the corner, they knew they'd lost the fight. Dmitry Bivol, it wasn't, no one even said to me, have we got it? Have we got it? It was...
You lot are deluded, man. You lot are fucking deluded out of your mind. You know when you just think someone's won 100%. I'll say to you again, I thought it was a close fight with no biases on one or the other. I thought Beterbiev won. That's my opinion. I've saw other people's opinions. It's almost like the people that hold this Beterbiev opinion, you get attacked. I saw a recent interview of Gareth Davies giving his fucking interview on Boxing Nation. The guy who's interviewing him, the Boxing Nation fucking idiot, starts saying to him, how did you get it that wide? Can't believe you got it that wide.
But for once, for me, I thought the guy with the most tenacity and aggression was the guy that I scored it for. I watched it back. First of all, I had it 8-4 to Beterbiev.
8-4 to Beterbiev?
Yeah, I did. There were about 3 or 4 swing rounds there that looked very close. I was working broadcast as well. And I did score every round as I went along. When I watched it back, I scored it 7-5 to Beterbiev. I gave the first 4 rounds to Bivol. I gave the 9th round to Bivol. And I gave 7 others to Beterbiev. I gave him 10, 11 and 12. I thought he won the last 3. And I also thought there were a couple of very close rounds that I just shaded to Beterbiev, 7 and 8. Beterbiev was bullying him in there for me. He wasn't following me around, he was cutting them off the ring. He looked the more aggressive. I liked his style. And it was whose style you really enjoyed, whose style you were rewarding. Whenever he took to Beterbiev and hit him with a 3-punch combination, Beterbiev would come back and dominate him for a period in the round. Beterbiev was also very good early in the round and late in the round. It was an amazing fight. You know,
I'm very surprised those middle rounds you're giving to Beterbiev.
That's just how I saw them.
Fucking morons, guys. I'm telling you, man. These people, they're annoying me now. Like, okay, it was a close fight. I wouldn't say robbery. Some people got Bivol. But don't sit there and discredit what Artur Beterbiev done. The guy is 39. He's had a knee surgery. 39, and to put on a performance. Go look at Bivol's face. Look at Arthur's face. I'm gonna have to rip Bivol here. Bivol goes, yeah. Oh, I didn't get no mark on my face from Beterbiev punching me. You know the reason I got a mark on my face? It's because I put my glove on my face, and Beterbiev's punch hit my glove, and I hit my own face.
He's good. He's strong. Yeah. He punched a lot on my arm, but you see my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he the strong?
Who gives a fuck if that's the case? But it sounds like, I'm not saying Bivol makes excuses, but that just sounds like, guys, I don't know what the fuck to say to that. Now, why would you even say that? Like, I blocked my face, but you know, his punches, they were so hard that I had to hit my own face. I don't want to say it, but you must be an idiot then. It's part of the fight game. If he's hitting your fucking hands that hard and they're hitting your face, then in my opinion, that should be damage. But look, I'm not saying he did block punches, but he didn't block everything. Beterbiev engine, I liked it. He put it on him for the whole fucking fight. Bivol had his spurts, back foot kind of fighting. Some people like back foot kind of fighting. I like front foot fighting where you're actually getting the guy. You might not get everything, but you're constantly on him. He hurt Bivol as well. Bivol hurt him a bit, but I've got to edge Beterbiev. That's my opinion. And anyone who's going to try and go against that, I'm going to rip him, guys. Like this fucking Eddie Hearn, fucking crybaby.
It was just, we've done it. And that judge should never work again. 4 rounds in a fight of this magnitude. So, gutted.
Okay, so let's go back to the Tyson Fury fight, guys, versus Usyk. There was a judge in the Tyson Fury fight that gave Tyson Fury like the win. I'm sure he gave Tyson Fury the round. Okay, that's me sitting here saying, how the fuck do you give Tyson Fury the win? How? So that makes sense, guys, because a vast majority of people, I don't know who says Tyson Fury won that fight, guys. I just don't know. But this fight wasn't like that. There was no one who got fucking rocked in round 9 and had a standing count. No one had a fucking standing count. Beterbiev didn't go down. Arthur didn't go down. But there was aggression put on one of the fighters throughout the whole fight. I like that more. It depends what you like. So yeah, man. People need to stop crying, man. Accept the result. You're making fucking Artur Beterbiev. You're discrediting him. Now, for the fact that people are just saying, oh, he got robbed. When this fight happens again, I'm going to be backing Beterbiev all the way because I'm neutral. But I can't stand it, guys, when people do crybaby stuff, man. And let's see what happens. But if they do a rematch, but yeah.
I'm so disappointed for Dmitry Bivol. He should be the undisputed champion tonight.
Look, Dmitry Bivol as a character, I got nothing against him. I think he's a classic character, but it's his people around him, like these crybabies, that pissing me off. So yeah.
Eddie, can you talk me through the process of what happened? Because there was that sort of feel of uncertainty. I heard draw floating about. Not that people had it a draw as such, but then I see you wagging your finger.
Every now and again, when there's a scorecard go out, you get wind about 5 seconds, 10 seconds before about what's happened. And Frank Warren, I think, or someone said to me, I just heard him say it was a majority for Beterbiev. I went, shut up.
Why are you crying for? Why are you crying for? Frank Warren. Oh, man. Oh, this is ridiculous, man. I just hate crybabies, guys.
I don't know if that's right, but and then that's when I was just on one. That's just because I'm looking in the corner at Beterbiev and they're all like this.
So you're saying, yeah, if a fighter's corner is down, Beterbiev, in my opinion, he's a humble, reserved guy. Like never question, Beterbiev never goes the distance, ever. Beterbiev knocks out all his opponents. So this was the first time he's went the distance. So when you're saying you're looking at Beterbiev's corner and he's like this, that's because he's never been the distance. So now he didn't get the chance to win the fight, even though in those last 2 rounds he came out there and he stuck it on Bivol, in my opinion. 11 and 12, he stuck it on Bivol. Bivol had his moment a little bit, but I still think those last 2 rounds, Beterbiev put it on Bivol and he tried to get him out of there, tried to do what he can. He put damage on him, put pressure on him, and first time he's lost, and it goes to the decision. It goes to the points, and of course the guy doesn't want to celebrate. He doesn't know what's going to happen. So him standing there reserved means he's not winning. He's supposed to be standing up, clapping his hands. I've won. He seems like a humble guy to me. You guys expect a win. That's when you have to eat your words. It's called karma. What goes around comes around. Eddie needs his fucking. Look, I got nothing against Bivol, but I love it when these exposures happen, guys. When these top people, even Turki Alalshikh, I'm going to rip him next.
And listen, as I said, no disrespect. He's a tremendous fighter.
You keep saying no disrespect, but you're fucking disrespecting him by saying it was a robbery and he never won the fight. That's a disrespect, in my opinion. So there's no point you saying this, Eddie.
Dmitry Bivol should be the undisputed champion tonight, unquestionably.
Shut up, man. You just pure disrespect, man. Pure disrespect, in my opinion.
Even more annoying, the fact that we hear from the DAZN.
Would he be saying that? I would wonder what would happen. Let's just say the nod went to Bivol. What would Eddie Hearn be saying if the Beterbiev fans were like in this position now and they'd be like, oh, we got robbed? He would laugh at them, guys. He would be like, what are you on about? It was a clear victory. So, in my opinion, I'm going to say to you, Eddie Hearn, what are you on about? It was a victory for Beterbiev, in my opinion. There's no point crying about it. You're making yourself look dumb. We know the reason you're crying. You just lost your golden goose, Anthony Joshua. You've just lost your golden goose, fucking Dmitry Bivol. Hopefully, fucking, this guy's got the worst luck in the fucking game. Since he started working with Saudi Arabia, my man's just been losing. He's already 50 and 0 down to fucking Frank Warren. Even Frank Warren is having pity for him, guys. I've seen a little interview where Frank Warren he's laughing, he's smugging, he goes, I'd be upset if my fighter lost. Like, don't get me wrong, Frank Warren's got his view. He thought Bivol won just slightly. Everyone's got like a own view. You can't fucking stick it on someone for saying your view's wrong, man. You just can't. This was not a robbery. People are just, they want Bivol to win because Bivol's a bigger name, in my opinion. He's fought Canelo, he's beat Canelo. There's more money behind Bivol. And people have their biases. But you got to accept it. Stop fucking crying. You may get a rematch. Let's see what happens. But this crybaby shit don't help anyone.
Live feed as well, that in the corner in round 10, like you say, Beterbiev's team is saying you must knock him out to win.
So they told Beterbiev in round 10 you must knock him out to win. Beterbiev went out there for the last 2 rounds, in my opinion, and stuck it on him. He didn't knock him out, but he put damage on him. Telling your fighter you must knock him out is a good thing. Even if he's not like, if you think there's doubt, do it. Even if you're winning and there's doubt, do it. You can't say because he told his corner you must knock him out to win is bad advice. It's fucking brilliant advice. How is that bad advice? When you're unsure of a decision, tell your fighter, knock him out to win. Bivol's corner should be saying to him, knock Beterbiev out to win. If your corner tells you you're comfortably winning, you don't need to knock him out, you're comfortably winning. It depends, obviously, if you're winning by a landslide. But no one is winning by a landslide in that fight. It's 50-50. Both corners should have said that to each other. Bivol just went on his back foot and he just done his little shit in the corner. At this level, you need to do more, Bivol. I'm sorry, Bivol. You're going backwards the whole fight. You needed to do more if you wanted to win. You needed to come forward more. You needed to stand in the middle more. He showed he wanted to go backwards. Yes, some of it was good, like he's moving around, but Beterbiev managed to catch him, guys. 39-year-old, leg surgery and everything. Beterbiev was the better fighter. Give him his flowers. Stop crying.
But he must, because, and by the way, he finished really well. I actually had Dmitry winning the 12th round, but Beterbiev won rounds at the end of the fight. But up until that, some people had it 8-2 after 10.
No. After 8-2 after 10 rounds is a bit taking the piss. That I don't know who had it 8-2 after 8-2 for any fighter after 10 rounds is a joke. Like, yes, people have fucking wide. People can always have slight wide margins, but look, man, Beterbiev won. Stop fucking crying about it, man.
You know, I'm just baffled, honestly.
I'm laughing at Eddie Hearn, guys. I'm not laughing at why Bivol lost or anything. I respect both fighters, but I love it when you lose a golden goose, because that's your money going down the drain. That's Turki Alalshikh's money going down the drain. This is the corruption of the sport. I'm going to expose it.
Baffled and so disappointed for Dmitry Bivol, because he's such a nice bloke. And his interview was unbelievable.
So look at the biases. You like the guy, he's a nice bloke, we get it. But this is boxing, this is how it goes. I ain't going to listen to Eddie Hearn no more. Let's listen to Mr. Turki Alalshikh. I'll do one more of Eddie Hearn, guys. This is the type of fucking slime ball Eddie Hearn is, guys. Look what he says.
Want to disrespect Artur Beterbiev and his team because they're just incredible fighters. But I find it sickening that after a lifetime of hard work, Dmitry Bivol is not undisputed champion tonight. He won that fight. I struggled to find anybody on our road, a row behind, on the TV rows, who didn't score the fight to Dmitry Bivol. To find a judge give that fight 116-112 and give Dmitry Bivol 4 rounds in that fight, this judge should never work in the sport again. And I'm sorry, and everything you're going to get out of Dmitry is, I can do better. It's boxing. I take the judge's scorecard, but I don't buy it.
You don't fucking buy it, mate, because your golden goose is gone. Your money's gone down the drain. Your undisputed champion that you thought was going to be the best. Don't get me wrong, I got no disrespect to Bivol. Very classy fighter, I like his skills. I want to see a rematch. But the reason you're crying is your money and your dollar signs are going down. Let's be straight. You can't accept it. Your money's going down. Same with Mr. Turki Alalshikh. It's a joke. It's corruption, guys. Beterbiev won that fight. You says you don't want to disrespect him. You've just disrespected him by saying this that shit you're saying is disgusting, guys. You're saying this is disgusting and shameful. What you're saying is disgusting and shameful. You're not giving Beterbiev his flowers. What you should say, Eddie Hearn, is we feel that my guy won, but okay, we'll do a rematch. Keep it as that. But when you're going to call robberies, guys, when it's not a robbery, it's not a robbery. If it was a robbery, everyone knows when it's a robbery. Like, you know when it's a robbery. I'm sitting here as a neutral guy. It's not a robbery. Dmitry Bivol is a neutral guy. He's been accepting it. It's like, it weren't good enough, I can do better. Class character. You're promoter, Eddie Hearn. We know why you're saying it's because of the money, guys. Let's be straight. And your biases, BS, man.
Because you don't deserve that after that performance. It was an
saying he's a hard worker, he works hard. Don't you think Beterbiev is a hard worker? The guy's 39. He's been in this game for a while, man. He's got he stays under the radar. Why don't you give him his flowers? How hard has he had to work? The guy's had injuries. Just because your fighter lost and he's crying, he's not really crying, but he looks sad. Don't fucking overdo it to say, oh, he got robbed. That's taking the piss, man. I can't stand it, in my opinion, guys. I just don't like this type of stuff. I have to rip you.
Absolute boxing masterclass.
Absolute boxing masterclass. You're going on like if Floyd Mayweather did him, guys. My man's going on. To say it was an absolute boxing masterclass is a joke. He didn't do no Mayweather shit in that fight. He stayed on the back foot. Yes, he was trying to do it, but Beterbiev was on him. Look at his fucking face. Look at Arthur's face. I'm just going to be straight. I don't care if your glove is hitting yourself in the face. I don't want to say you're an idiot, but I can't say that to Bivol, but What the fuck does that, like, don't use that as an excuse. He definitely punched you in your face as well, innit? So, like, I don't know what to say, man. Boxing masterclass. Boxing masterclass is hit and not get hit. You got hit, bro. Don't fucking say your glove hit your own fucking face. Fucking joke.
It was the perfect performance. And you know what? He can be better.
Of course it can be better. Come back in a rematch. Take it like a man and stop crying.
But that was just a pure show of concentration and skill and defence with offence thrown in. Yeah.
I'm not discrediting Bivol. He had good defence. He had offence in there. But he was getting hit as well. He got pressured as well. He got hurt as well. And he was going back as well. Whereas Beterbiev, yes, Beterbiev got hit as well. But Beterbiev had defence as well. Beterbiev was also forward. And he stuck it on him. He constantly was on him the whole fight. That for you doesn't mean anything. That means a lot for me, guys. Like, don't get me wrong. If Bivol wasn't getting hit and he was fully taking these shots on the gloves, nowhere on his face was getting hurt. Like, look at the shots landed. They're very close. Beterbiev landed more significant strikes. It's a very close fight in terms of the stats. So when it's a close fight like that, it can go either way. But for me, I do like the pressure. If you have to look at it and say, oh, what do you like? I like pressure. I like pressure if you're going to stick it. Look at Usyk's style when he put it on Fury. Pressure. Okay, Floyd had the back foot style. Some people like that. But it doesn't always work, especially when you're getting hit in the face.
Yeah, I mean, His Excellency said, wrong decision, we do a rematch. So that's what we know. He's a man of his word. We know he's supported Dmitry Bivol. We thank him so much. Not just...
Look, I got nothing against Bivol. He looks like he's going to cry here. Look, people get my viewships right. People think I love to, like, rip someone while they're down. I like Bivol. I don't know both these guys in detail. But I'm not a guy who's going to rip someone while they're down. He, to me, seems like a classic character. But the people around him, guys, are crying for him. You're not helping Dmitry Bivol, in my opinion. You're reducing his class. He's trying to be classy. And you guys are saying, we got robbed. You're reducing the guy's class. Just accept the defeat like a fucking man. The same way like Canelo beat GGG. We all knew it was a robbery. We had to accept it eventually. So accept your loss. If it was the other way around, you lot would be fucking saying, how was Beterbiev robbed? You'd be taking the piss out of people. So you got to eat your own fucking words. He wasn't robbed. He lost the fight. Come back again. Be better. Now, guys, I want to expose fucking Mr. Turki Alalshikh as well, because I used to do series. Now I'm going to be jumping on... I do put my neck on the line when I do expose a guy like Turki Alalshikh, guys, because you got to understand, guys, this guy's got a lot of money and power behind him. And, you know, Saudi Arabia is a regime where they off with your head, you know what I'm saying? But, guys, in my channel, I expose people for what they are. I'm going to expose to you corruption at its finest. So let's watch this interview and I'll give you my thoughts of Turki Alalshikh's reaction to the Bivol and Beterbiev fight.
Ali Barson's here for the stomping ground with His Excellency Turki Alalshikh. We've just seen, can I pass you the microphone?
Yeah.
We've just seen Artur Beterbiev against Dmitry Bivol.
Looks a bit pissed.
Artur gets the decision. What do you make of it? Eddie Hearn not happy.
No, I don't think it is one of the great fights ever I see in the last at least 20 years, okay?
Fantastic.
But I don't think the result is fair.
Look at this. It's the best fight he's seen in the last 20 years, but he doesn't think the result is fair. Now, again, look, when you've got the guy who's running the event saying stuff like this, it's not good for the sport. Turki Alalshikh should keep his mouth shut because, look, I'm going to be honest, I respect Turkey for putting these fights on, bringing these fights to the UK. But when you say stuff like this, guys, you're getting involved in politics, because I'll expose Turki Alalshikh for what you are. I've got videos on my channel where I've exposed this guy. Check them out. But I'm going to have to expose you here, Mr. Turki Alalshikh. The reason I'm going to expose you is Anthony Joshua lost to Daniel Dubois. And I haven't done it yet, the video on this. Your immediate thoughts was AJ's got to get back in to have a rematch. When Francis Ngannou fought AJ, and before the fight, you said we need AJ to beat Ngannou. You have your favourites, guys. When Tyson Fury beat Usyk, he wanted Tyson Fury to beat Usyk. This guy is a boxing fan. He runs the thing, which is not good in my opinion. He's got his own biases. He's a massive Bivol fan. In my opinion, he's like both guys. But we've known Turki Alalshikh's a massive Bivol fan. And now I'm not saying his honest view might have been Bivol won. Fair play, but he shouldn't be saying this. This is discrediting Artur Beterbiev. You're taking the piss out of Artur Beterbiev by saying this to Turki Alalshikh. My respect's gone down for you. You know Bivol generates a lot more money as well compared to Artur Beterbiev. Canelo fight. There's so much out there for him. And you shouldn't be talking, in my opinion. Turki Alalshikh should not be saying it. Look, I would say that we want to see a rematch because it was a good fight, but don't say you don't think it was the right decision, because in my opinion that's you're getting a bit fucked now, because you're jumping on sides. That's where favoritism comes out, and he's done the same shit with Daniel Dubois and AJ. AJ lost that fight. AJ wasn't even the champion, and AJ's about to get a rematch. This is bias, corruption, Saudi Arabia at its finest. I will expose these guys. I ain't scared to do it. I don't see people doing it, but I will. So make sure you subscribe.
In my opinion.
When you were watching the fight unfold, we saw Bivol dominate a lot of the early rounds.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts as it was unfolding?
Bivol dominated a lot of the early rounds. I don't know, dominate. Yes, he was having a few good rounds at the start, but Beterbiev took it. He started to slide it back over in the second half of the fight. That was my opinion, but let's see what he says.
I think it is at least for Bivol, for the two fighters like my brother, okay? But I think Bivol win more than 2 rounds more.
Both fighters are like your brothers, yeah? But he thinks Bivol won more than 2 rounds. Again, look, everyone's got their reasons and biases, yeah. Everyone has them. Turki Alalshikh, you can't say to me you're not a biased guy. You love AJ, you love fucking Tyson Fury, and you love Deontay Wilder, the amount of chances you're giving to him. This guy hates MMA fighters. People claim that he didn't want Francis Ngannou to be AJ. There's some shady shit going on, and I love that in Saudi Arabia that he doesn't actually have control of the judges, because he got fucked over here. So I'm not saying the judges are the best things. Like, I don't agree with that 116, 112 or 115, 113 in my opinion, but I still think personally Artur Beterbiev won that fight. And yeah, like, but I hate stuff like this, guys. But when the guy who's running the event is saying it's kind of a not fair decision, you kind of give discrediting a bit what Beterbiev done as a 39-year-old man. You're putting your biases into it, and I'll have to expose you for this, Turki Alalshikh.
I don't know why the result like this, but in my opinion, I will focus and I will try to do the rematch.
I was just about to say that. We know that you are all about...
Look how he says, I don't know why the result is like this. You don't know because, mate, Berbitov stuck it on him, put pressure on him, and he won the fight. When Dubois beat AJ, I guarantee this guy was saying, I don't know why AJ lost. You want the proof? The next fucking few days, he's gone to AJ saying, I want you to make the rematch. He's pressuring AJ into a rematch, which I don't think is a good idea, and I've done a video on it. You know, this Saudi thing is good for boxing, but there's a corruption side, guys, where this much money and favoritism, I'm telling you, man, there's dirty politics in this fight, man. He's got his biases. He wants certain people to win, so you can set up bigger fights, better fights. He's had pictures and photos taken with Bivol. He has had big things for him. When that fighter doesn't win, this is the Saudi Arabia curse, guys. When you got so much money, so much bias, so much money and so much bias cannot win you decisions of fights. The right man won, and your corruption is being exposed here. The fact that you're not happy about it, again, Turkey can have his view that Bivol won. I just don't like the way he's given his public opinion about it. He should keep his mouth shut about it. Keep it behind closed doors, because you run the fucking event. For you to say that when it is a very close fight, when there's people on the other side, you're discrediting the people on Berbitov. You're discrediting Artur Beterbiev, and you're discrediting the people that watch this sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Like me, like other people that picked it, you're discrediting them by saying, nope, it wasn't a fair result, so we need to do it again so we get the fair result. I hope now, not because of Dmitry Bivol, but I hope when that rematch happens, I'm going to be backing Berbitov. I hope Berbitov stops Dmitry Bivol, but let's see what happens. But yeah, man, I hate stuff like this. I love seeing people get exposed and having egg on their face.
Making the
They
best fight
deserve
possible.
it. If they accept, we will do it.
I want to see the rematch, guys. I'm not against the rematch, but don't fucking cry. You should be saying it's a very close fight. Could have went either way. Congratulations to Artur Bivol. I will offer them a rematch because it was such a great fight. That's what Turki Alalshikh should have said. Not coming out saying, oh, I'm upset, this, that. Same with Eddie Hearn, guys. The fact that you've done this, you kind of like, for me, guys, you make me draw away from Bivol. Like, I like Bivol, but you lot are kind of like, you lot are taking shine away from Bivol, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, look, I'm not going to go much more into it. That's just going to be my view, guys. I think he's, these are the biases, guys, of Turki Alalshikh and Eddie Hearn. And these people that are crying in the comments, I'm not going to rip them, guys, but go through the comments. You'll see so many Bivol fans crying about this shit. But give Artur Beterbiev his fucking flowers, man. Stop fucking crying. If you lot really want to win it, come back in a rematch and win that fight decisively, because they're both high level. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my opinion. And if you like my video, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I will be exposing Mr. Turki Alalshikh and Eddie Hearn in more videos, guys. I cannot stand biases, and I will be exposing them. So definitely make sure you like and subscribe. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.